Hello everyone and welcome to a new lesson. Your lesson today will be grammar and it will focus on comparisons. The lesson is from your book Portal to English 11A Students Book page 30. In this lesson we will cover exercise A and exercise B. Let's begin with the objectives of the lesson. Number 1, recall the rules of the comparative and the superlative. Number 2, recognize the uses of the comparative and the superlative from contexts provided. And number 3, rewrite sentences using keywords provided and keeping the same meaning. There are three forms of comparison in English. The first form is the equative or non-equative form, and it is used to show equality or inequality between two people or two things. For example, if you look at the picture on the right, we can say Alex is as tall as James, and here we have equality. Or also we can say Peter is not as tall as Alex, and the sentence here shows inequality between Peter and Alex. The second form of comparison is the comparative, and it is used to compare two people or two things. If you look at the picture on the right, we can say Peter is shorter than Alex. Or we can also say Charles is taller than James. The third form of comparison is the superlative, and it is used to compare more than two people or two things. If you look at the picture on the right, we can say Peter is the shortest of all. We can also say that Charles is the tallest of the four. We can distinguish four types of adjectives in English. Each type follows special rules to form its comparative or its superlative. The first type is that of short adjectives, and we mean the adjectives that are made up of one syllable. For example, the adjective hard. These adjectives take er to form their comparative and take est to form the superlative. The second type of adjectives is long adjectives, and we mean here the adjectives that are made up of more than one syllable. For example, the adjective difficult. To form the comparative of these adjectives, we add more or less before the adjective. To form the superlative, we add most or least before the adjective. The third type of adjectives is that of two-syllable adjectives ending in y. For example, the adjective easy. To form the comparative of this type of adjectives, we change the y into I and we add er to the adjective. And to form the superlative, we change the y into I and we add est to the adjective. The fourth type is that of irregular adjectives, and it includes three commonly used adjectives: good, bad, and far. These adjectives have different forms. In the comparative, good becomes better, bad becomes worse, and far becomes farther or further. In the superlative, good becomes best, bad becomes worst, and far becomes farthest or furthest. Stop the video now and take some time to look at the sentences in the table. They provide you with examples on how to use the different types of adjectives both in the comparative and in the superlative forms. Let's go now with exercise A, page 30. Read the extracts from the text on page 28 and match the different uses of the comparative and superlative form with the extracts. Stop the video and have some time to match the sentences on the left with the uses of the comparative or superlative on the right. Let's begin with sentence number 1. The more you look into the subject, the more fascinated you are likely to become. What kind of structure is used in this sentence? Yes, very good. The sentence uses the structure the more and the more. Look now at the relationship between the first clause and the second clause. What kind of relationship is there? Yes, very good. The second clause is the result of the first clause. So what can be the answer? Yes, very good. The answer is D. The structure the plus comparative form plus the plus comparative form is used to describe two actions or situations, one of which comes as a result of the other. Sentence 2 now. In Australia, where events are becoming more and more popular. What do you notice about the structure of the sentence? Yes, very good. It uses comparative form, another comparative form separated by and. So what can be the answer? Yes, very good. The answer is C. The structure comparative form plus and plus comparative form is used to indicate continual increase or decrease. Look at these examples to know the difference between using long adjectives and short adjectives to convey the idea of continual increase or decrease. So when we use a long adjective like popular or dangerous, we use more and more or less and less before the adjective. The place is becoming more and more popular, or the place is becoming less and less dangerous. However, when we use a short adjective like safe, we use the comparative form of the adjective twice, separated by and. The place is becoming safer and safer. Sentence number 3. The palio, however, is safer than the running of the Bulls Festival. What structure is used in the sentence? Yes, very good. It's the comparative. How many things are compared in the sentence? Excellent. Two things, the palio and the running of the Bulls Festival. So what can be the answer? Yes, very good. It's A. The comparative form is used to compare two people, animals, things, or situations. Sentence 4. Nothing is as exciting as watching athletes display their remarkable sports skills. What structure is used here? Yes, very good. We have as plus adjective plus as. So what can be the answer? Excellent. The answer is A. The structure as or not as plus adjective or adverb plus as is used to show similarity or dissimilarity, or as we saw before, to show equality or inequality. We finish with sentence number 5. Bolt, the fastest sprinter in the world, can run at an impressive 27.44 miles per hour. What type of structure is used in the sentence? Yes, very good. It's the superlative, and it compares Bolt to other sprinters in the world. So the answer is clear. It's B. The superlative form is used to compare one person, animal, thing, or situation with several of the same kind. Let's move now to exercise B, page 30. Complete the second sentence so that it has a similar meaning to the first sentence, using the word given. Do not change the word given. You must use no more than 5 words, including the word given. So if you want to summarize the instructions for this task, the second sentence must have the same meaning as the first sentence. You must use the exact word given. You cannot change it. And you mustn't use more than 5 words, including the word given. Stop the video now and take some time to do the task. Let's begin with sentence number 2. Riding a bike is not as challenging as horse riding. How many activities are compared in this sentence? Very good. 2 activities. The first is riding a bike and the second is horse riding. What kind of comparison is in this sentence? Excellent. Comparison of inequality, not as challenging as. So one activity is more challenging than the other, or one activity is less challenging than the other. So what can be the answer? Very good. You got it. Riding a bike is less challenging than horse riding. Sentence number 3. Sewing is not as easy as diary writing. What's compared in this sentence? Yes, very good. Sewing and diary writing. What kind of comparison is there? Excellent. It's comparison of inequality, not as easy as. And what is the adjective used? Excellent, easy. So what do you understand from the sentence? Very good. Sewing is not easier than diary writing. Look at the adjective we are going to use. Difficult. What kind of adjective? Very good. It's a long adjective, so we need to use more or less here. Since sewing is not easier, so sewing will be, yes, very good. Sewing is more difficult than diary writing. We go now with sentence number 4. Camel racing and horse racing are both exciting to watch. What are the two things compared in this sentence? Yes, very good. Camel racing and horse racing. What kind of comparison is there in the sentence? Excellent. It's comparison of equality. How do we express comparison of equality? What do we use? Look at the word given, as. So we are going to use as plus adjective. Very good. What's the adjective in the sentence? Yes, very good. It's exciting. So what can be the answer now? Yes, excellent answer. Camel racing is as exciting to watch as horse racing. Sentence 5 now. I prefer baking to sewing. What is compared in the sentence? Yes, very good. Baking and sewing. Look at the verb prefer. What does it mean? Yes, excellent. It means that you like something more than another thing. Look at the word to use. Yes, more. So here I like baking. Yes, I like baking more than sewing, or I like baking more than I like sewing. Let's go now with sentence number 6. Harun plays chess better than anyone else. Who is compared in the sentence? Yes, very good. Harun and anyone else. So here Harun is compared to all other players of chess. What do we need to use? The comparative or the superlative? Yes, very good. We need the superlative. Look at the word given. It's best. So let's use it to write the sentence. Yes, very good. The answer will be Harun is the best at playing chess. We go now with sentence number 7. I have never had such a bad time. Look at the word given. Worst. It's the superlative form of which adjective? Very good. It's the superlative form of the adjective bad. What does bad describe here? Yeah, it describes time. Did the writer have a bad time like this before? No, never. Let's try to convey this meaning using worst. Any answer? Yes, very good. You are right. That is the worst time I have ever had. We finish with sentence number 8. Falcon racing is more popular than amateur astronomy in Qatar. What is compared in this sentence? Yes, very good. Falcon racing and amateur astronomy. Are they equal in popularity? No, they are not equal. What adjective is used? Popular. Look at the word given, not, to express the meaning of inequality, the meaning of dissimilarity. What structure do we use? Very good. We use not As plus adjective plus as. So here we are going to use, yes, very good. We are going to use not as popular as. So the answer will be amateur astronomy is not as popular as falcon racing in Qatar. This is the end of our lesson today. More and more people are learning English nowadays. English is becoming more and more important every day. English is the most common language in science and business. Many learners find learning English easier than learning many other languages. Even if you find learning English a bit challenging, remember that the harder you work, the easier learning becomes. Good luck and goodbye.